It's Saturday, April 13th. It's 11 a.m. I'm doing a survival scenario for the $10 dollar store survival kit challenge. Here's the deal. In the scenario, I was out kayak fishing this morning after a night of rain, solid rain all night last night. But anyway, I was out kayak fishing this morning. I stopped up here to grab a bite to eat and stretch my legs, and when I came back, my boat was gone. Apparently I didn't tie it off good enough, so I'm stuck out here. I'm about a day and a half's walk back to civilization in this scenario anyway. So I'm stuck out here. It's supposed to go down in the 50s tonight, thunderstorms, and I'm only wearing what I got on right now: flip-flops, shorts, and a t-shirt. That's it. I have nothing else. It's supposed to go down in the 50s tonight and rain, like I said. So my number one priority is going to be shelter. But first I got to get out of this wetland and try to get into the forest, because it's just way too wet out here to get a decent shelter. All the wood around here is punky and falling apart and all. It's just no good. I have to get up on drier ground. So I'm gonna start walking now, and I'll go over what I have in the kit. I did the waterproof part of the kit last night, and yeah, so I'll go over what I have in the kit when I find a place to shelter. Some birch bark here, the birch tree that's down. I'm gonna take a bunch of this for fire tonight. Still walking, looking for shelter, but I found some cattail, old cattail. This will definitely help me with fire. Yeah, awesome. So it's 12:40. I've walked about 5.5 miles, still in flip-flops and shorts. That's what I'm wearing tonight. It's supposed to go down to 58 with rain and possible thunderstorms after midnight. Yeah, all my gear, my $10 survival kit, that's my gear. But it's over that way. I'm just scouting around. I'm gonna shelter somewhere in this area, because like I said, I went 5.5 miles, and for this scenario, I'm saying I still got another 15 miles to go or something like that. So, and I don't have any water with me, so I'm gonna have to try to find some fresh water. The water behind me there is salt. It's tidal. It's brackish water, so I can't drink it. So I gotta try to find some fresh water. Trash everywhere. I could take those bottles and go get water in them, but I'm not going to, because I have the cups that I bought with my kit, which I will show you in a minute here. Yeah, it's pretty thick back here, as you can see. Can't see them. Yeah, you see there's thorns everywhere back here, so I gotta take my time, because it doesn't feel good going into bare skin like that. Yeah, my kit's over there. I set it down a little while ago. A couple things I brought in addition to the dollar store items. Nothing for survival though, but stuff I'm gonna need in order to film it. Which is an umbrella first and foremost, because if it starts raining, the only way I'm using it is if it starts raining. I'm gonna set it up over my phone camera thing here. I brought a selfie stick to use for my filming, which I'm gonna do when I start setting up my shelter. And I brought a flashlight, which I think it's in the bag, just to hang up over my shelter once I'm inside there, so I can film at night, because my phone does have a light on it, but it's too bright and I'm kind of stealth camping and I don't want people to know I'm back here. So I can generalize the flashlight. If I hang it overhead, it's not going to put off as much light. All right, so here's my kit. Cups, that's my container. Trash bags, and I use the box for a window shade, which I'm going to use to sit on and probably end up wrapping up in it tonight when it gets cold. Oatmeal, there's my 2 meals. I got some blueberry and honey black tea. All right, this is for my phone. This is a charger cord and battery pack. All right, I got paracord, a knife, just a utility knife they call it, matches, dog bowl for cooking, duct tape, and here's my trash bags. Nothing else in there, but that's one of the trash bags as well. This is the package for the auto shade, which I figure I can probably use for something. And I asked for extra bags. She gave me 2 extra bags. It was double bagged, and she gave me 1 more. So I have 3 bags that I can utilize any way I want. Wrangler Star did that in his video, so I take that as making it be okay. Like I said last night, the reason I'm redoing this is because the first time I did the challenge on my Frankenstein Bushcraft channel, I did not properly test it for submersion. It was really hard to sink, so I just let a stick set on top of it for 60 seconds and it wasn't fully submerged. I admit that, so I'm going to do it all over again, and only this time I'm doing it a little more interesting. Like I said, minimal clothing as well, and it's supposed to get cold and rain tonight, so it should be more of a challenge. So yeah, here's the kit. That is not with my kit. They're 2 empty trash bottles that were here, which I could also utilize for water, and I think I might actually, because you can use anything you find out here as well, I believe. So yeah, I'm gonna go get some water actually here in a minute before I even set up shelter, because once I get it all said and done, once I get my shelter all done and all, I'm gonna start a fire and boil some water, because I am thirsty. I drank a lot of water before I came out knowing that I wasn't going to have any, but I'm still thirsty. All right, so here's my kit. Oh yeah, and here's the receipt. I did not get a flashlight to use as far as walking around with, and I will not use the one that I have with me for that at all. It's only going to be used for overhead filming. That's it. Any lighting I need around the campsite's going to have to be done by the fire or by the light of the moon, which I don't think there's going to be much tonight because it's supposed to be raining all night, cloudy and rainy. But yeah, light of the moon, and maybe a torch if I can put something together. I do have some birch bark that I collected up. It's actually right there on that log. Not much, but maybe I can make something work. Yeah, also I forgot, I do have this birch bark. I forgot I even stuffed it in there. I gotta take this out and let it dry when I was getting the bark earlier. And I also had the cattail that I found. I have that on video as well. But yeah, this is all birch. That's all birch bark there. That'll definitely burn. It's a little damp, but that doesn't even matter. And then I found this old cattail, which will help me get it started as well. So yeah, I'm getting ready to take some of these cups and go get some water. All right, so I just opened the knife up, and what I'm gonna do is it was in there like this. So I'm gonna cut it off right here, and then I'm gonna put some duct tape around this part and make this into a sheath. And that way I won't have to use a lot of duct tape, and it'll be perfect fit for it. And then I'll probably make some kind of a belt loop so I can put it on my side. But right now I'm gonna use it just to open these cups. Alright, yeah, so I did what I said. I cut the top part off, so now I have a sheath. All I gotta do is put a little duct tape around it to make sure that that plastic don't pop off the cardboard, and put a loop on it so I can hook it to my pants. Alright, so I found some rainwater here. It's pretty nasty though. I put it in a cup and it was like tea. So I'm gonna use my shirt to filter it. And it's gonna leave me shirtless for a while, but I can't take a chance on drinking that nasty, whatever the hell's in there. It's much better looking than it was a minute ago. And I'll dump it in here. And I'll just continue to process until I fill it up. Alright, so I got a whole cup full of water and a bottle full of water. I actually had 2 cups, but I spilled one. So I'm gonna have to go back later on and get more, but that's enough for coffee. Plenty for a couple cups of coffee later, and I have to go back and get some for oatmeal when I want to have my dinner. I got my shirt hanging up to dry. So yeah, the water, I got plenty of water over that way. There's 150 yards that way. There's a fresh rain puddle full of tannins, but still it's better than, well, I can't even drink that water out there, but I'm sure it's better than the creek water too. There's a creek over that way, but it's further. It's probably 300 yards. So yeah, this is better. This is fresh from last night. So I'm gonna start working on my shelter here. All right, so I'm gonna make the sheets for this night. Just gonna take a little bit of this duct tape. I'm not gonna need much because it's already sealed in there. I'm just gonna use this to hold it in place, and then a little bit more for a belt, for a belt loop. I mean, actually, I'm gonna do it like this. Nothing special. That for something else. You'll see what I'm doing here in a minute, if you don't already. So now I'm gonna fold this over on itself so it's not sticky anymore. And then this, I'm gonna go like this. I'll stick that to itself there. That gives me the loop for my belt. And I'm gonna stick it on the back of here. Like that. There you go. So there's my sheath. Totally functional. All right, I'm gonna get some material together for shelter. All right, so I'm gonna do some kind of lean-to in between here. I'm gonna use this as my roof pole. Everything's in there pretty good. Now I'm gonna build off of that on the back. Do some kind of little raised thing in there. I'm not sure exactly what yet, but I'm gonna try to make something work. Because I gotta have something that's gonna keep me warm tonight and dry off the ground. Gotta clear out the ground a little bit. Get everything I don't want to be on me out of there. That definitely qualifies as one of them things I don't want on. Down and dirty tonight. No gloves. Wasn't in the budget. I'm gonna get some more materials together. I did a couple of prusik knots on the back just to hold that. I'm gonna have a slanted roof that goes down. That way, I thought about it, and that way, because of the no shirt and limited clothing tonight, that'll give me the opportunity to bring the fire inside with me a little bit. So we'll see. I got the bright orange paracord because that's all they had. I would have got something a little more woodsy. All right, I got to get some material and get this thing built. It's not getting any earlier. So it's 3:08, and the roof's done. Still got to put some kind of wall and windbreak over there, but not right now. Maybe later, or not later. I'm going to do it before later, but I don't have to do it right this minute because it's not going to get cold until later. But got the bag on there. I taped it all on, taped it together. So should be doing a decent job of keeping me dry. All right, I'll show you. I'll bring you over. You guys can see it for yourselves up close. Yeah, I just got a bunch of branches and snapped them all off. It was a pain. It was hard breaking all them things off to the right length, because without a saw, you underestimate how easy a saw makes it. But anyway, yeah, so that's all done. I filled it in enough so that it shouldn't sag. And then I spread 3 bags over it, starting at the bottom, obviously, and shingled them up. Used a little bit of duct tape, as you can see, throughout, just to tape it on there. This side I haven't taped yet because the wind's supposed to be coming from that direction. So I'm gonna put some kind of a windbreak there, this damn airplane. Yeah, I'm gonna put some kind of a windbreak there so that I don't freeze tonight. But yeah, it's coming together. So I still got to get some more materials and firewood and all that good stuff. My shirt's still not dry, so whatever bags I have left, well, I can dry it on the fire too, but I still might end up wrapping up in a bag tonight, or that car thing too. the car shade. I planned on sitting on that, but I might end up having to put it over my shoulders. I am extremely impressed by this cheap dollar store heavy duty duct tape. You seeing this? This stuff that's insane. I can't believe that it sticks that good. There's something crawling on my back. I did spray myself down very well with insect repellent before I left this morning, and I also treated all my clothes, so because I'm not messing around with no ticks. But yeah, this duct tape is insanely good. I'm gonna actually, I mean, obviously I'm gonna stick a little more on there just to to be sure, but I can't believe it's holding that good. That's nuts. So here it is, the garbage bag tank. Duct tape, a little bit of what do you call it, paracord, 25-foot roll that they sell for $1 as well. You guys know. Everybody knows what Dollar Tree sells. I found all this bark that was pretty cool to put on top, so I don't have to worry about punching holes in the bags. Yeah, so here it is. It's not too bad, actually. Still got to work on. Ouch, I poked myself in the eye. I still got to work on some kind of a platform to get me off the ground. But yeah, it's not too bad overall. It'll definitely keep me out of the rain if it does rain. Now they're saying it might not, so I don't know, like 30% chance or something. They've been changing it every day. When I first planned to come out here and do this trip, they were saying thunderstorms. I was looking forward to it, but doesn't look like that's going to happen now. But either way, I'm making myself as uncomfortable as possible for this survival, whatever it is, test simulation thing. Yeah. Got to work on some kind of a bed now. So I'm working on a bed, and I'm just gonna lay some punky stuff down, and then put a couple bags full of full of leaves on top of that, and hopefully that'll be good enough. But anyway, what I wanted to show you is this right here. Sorry, this is birch bark, old birch. I just put a bunch of it over here, and yeah, that stuff will still burn even though it's old. It'll still burn really good. So yeah, I'm gonna use that in the fire as well tonight, or in the fire making anyway. It's actually not looking too bad. I mean, once I get some leaves, and bags of leaves on there to cushion it up a little bit, I don't think it'll be bad at all. All right, so it's 3:45. I'm still working there. I'm working on padding for my bed now. I'm gonna use, here's a great stick for breaking this stuff up. You gotta pick the branches out. It takes a minute to do this the right way. Or you'll be punching holes in your bag. Debris. If you were using this on your debris shelter, you want to leave all of this in there, but not in your mattress. All right, here's what I was going to show you. I'm not going to waste a bunch of time on that. It's an old landscaping trip. Put 1 foot in each corner of the bag like that. And you can just scoop the weeds right in. Works good every time. Except your hands get dirty when you don't have no gloves. I have my cordage down here on the ground, right there. You might want to know why. It's because of that. That is a definite toe stubber. So I'm leaving that cordage laying there until I can dig it out of there or do something with it. Still on the quest for material, firewood, and bedding. So it's about 10:05. Got my one pad done. It's full. It's nice and comfortable. It's probably, when I'm sitting on it, it's about 6 inches thick, so it's good. Still got to fill one more, and I still got to get firewood. I have like hardly no firewood at all. Brought my water over here. I still got to boil it. And my shirt's almost dry, so that's good. It's still nice and warm. It's in the 70s, probably 73, I think they said, something like that. But yeah, it's a decent looking shelter. I'm gonna go, gotta go get more firewood. So I've been out there getting more firewood, of course. And I started thinking I don't want to lose my knife. So I'm gonna reinforce this thing a little bit. It's actually working good though. But I got all this extra duct tape. So I figured why not. I know it won't push through there now. Put one more little piece on the back. It looks like it's tearing a little bit. Yeah, that'll do it with that. And I'm going to put a piece of that orange paracord on the handle of this knife so I don't lose it. Because if I was to drop it out here, I'd never find it. I don't need much. This thing's razor sharp. I'll just do a little pressing. It might be too small. Yeah, it is. I'll just tie it on there. Cool. Yeah, now I won't lose it. I gotta keep getting firewood. And I almost hit my foot on that thing again. I gotta get rid of that little stump. Alright, so it's like 5:48, and I just realized that I haven't had anything to drink since like 11 o'clock this morning. Like 6 hours, almost 7 hours. But if it wasn't for these, I would be hurting. See, when I quit smoking, I started eating. Well, when I quit smoking, I started taking nicotine mints. But then after I quit them, I started doing Altoids. So I'm like addicted to Altoids. So I always have Altoids. So that's why I'm like, how I'm able to go without something to drink, I guess. But I'm starting to feel it now. I'm gonna have to start a fire here soon. I don't like doing it before dark, but I don't know. It's not gonna be. I'm not gonna be able to wait too much longer. There's no way I can drink that the way it is. I gotta get more wood. I'm just gonna have to wait a little while longer. So 6:08. There's my bed. Um, sorry, I still can't purify any water yet because there's somebody over that way, and I don't want them to know I'm back here yet. They might even know now. I don't think they did. I was pretty stealthy walking up there, quiet. I mean, but as soon as I saw them, I turned around. I don't think they saw me, but they might have. But whether they did or not, if I start a fire, they're definitely gonna smell it because the wind's blowing in their direction. And it sucks because I'm thirsty. But I got a mouthful of Altoids. So it's gonna have to tide me over until it gets dark. Ow. But yeah, there's the bed. If this was a real survival situation, I could have had a fire a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? I would have had a fire a long time ago. But like I said, it's a simulation, and it's a stealth simulation at that. But yeah, there's the bed. Let me show you. I got the auto shade too. So like my blanket or my mat, either way, because it's right now while it's still warm, I'll sit on it. But then later, if it gets cold, I'm going to use it over this. Because it's got a little bit of foam in it. Definitely gonna have to put some more in here. Very good guessing at that. Yeah, this is pretty cozy. No doubt. But I don't have time to relax yet. So 6:20. Gotta start thinking about fire. Gotta come up on my rock. So I'm gonna dig a little bit of a pit right here. waste a bunch of time. Found a little bit flatter of a stick. Pull the dirt out. Breaking it up there. Pretty good. So it's 6:52. I'm charging my phone right now. And this is my only battery pack. So hopefully I can just keep shooting, get it all on video. But I got one garbage bag left. So I got 1, 2 full leaves, 3, 4, 5 on the roof. And then that one I split, so that's the 6th one. So there's 7 right there. So I think what I'm gonna do is just lay it across the bottom down there for now to block air. And if I need it later, I can pull it off of there and use it as a rain poncho. Not a rain poncho, but a windbreaker to keep me warm. And my shirt is almost completely dry. It's a little bit damp, but it would, if I put it on now, it would dry. My body heat would dry it. So I'm probably gonna put it on soon. It's getting kind of chilly now. Firewood, I got a decent amount. It's hard to break it up when you don't have a saw. And it sucks because that's all the water I got. I gotta go get more water before it gets dark. Maybe, I don't know, yeah, I'm gonna have to. Oh well, I'll deal with it. All right, so it's 7:17. I still haven't had a drink. The last time I had a drink was like 10:45 or something like that. I started the challenge at like 11 a.m. So this water came from a rain puddle. It did not come from a creek. It came from a fresh rain puddle from last night, and I'm drinking it. It's actually not that bad. kind of. Yeah, kind of nutty. I feel better immediately. I feel a lot better immediately. My throat was starting to itch, dry, like feel cracking, like weird crackling feeling. I always get indigestion, and it has nothing to do with this. This tastes good. Only thing is now I got to go get more water. Because I can't. That's not going to be enough. Well, I can have the cup still too. But I'm going to want some hot tea tonight. That's much better though. It's starting to cool down a little bit to 67 right now. I feel so much better since I drank that. But I'm gonna boil everything else I drink. Make sure it's dry finally. Make sure there ain't nothing in it. But it dried on its own. I didn't have to put it up to a fire or anything. Even though I guess everything else I go get, I'm gonna have to just drink it straight. I'm not gonna filter it, but I'll boil the crap out of it, so hopefully that'll make it be okay. A little chilly out. I didn't realize I was cold until I put the shirt on.